What you need to do is instill a sense of confidence, particularly in a crisis. My name is Peter Scher. I'm the vice chairman of JPMorgan Chase. I would tell them the first thing I got to do is tomorrow, get the right people around the table. You have to have the right people from government, from the business leaders, from the community. So everyone's actually working together. In too many places, what you see is people are in their silos doing their own thing. I think as we discussed earlier in the summit, affordable housing is an enormous challenge, but it's an enormous opportunity. And what I think one of the most important things is to take something that's achievable. Don't try to boil the ocean. What's a big problem that you can bring together that requires private sector capital, business policy regulations, and really focus on that. And I think in the next 6 to 8 months, coming up with a really solid plan for what are the things to do to unlock the kind of housing that you need, not just affordable housing, but workforce housing at all levels. I think that is it's a critically important, but it's also very achievable goal for Puerto Rico. We went into Detroit when it was probably at its lowest point in history, literally in its history. It had just entered bankruptcy, 25% unemployment, but you had leaders who came in and said, we're not going. This is not going to be about blaming someone. There's probably plenty of blame to go around. This is going to be about anyone who wants to be part of this recovery, and so that kind of collaboration made an enormous difference. The other thing is building confidence, starting step by step. So when we went into Detroit, half the streetlights were out, and the mayor said, let's just get the streetlights work on again. Let's brighten the streets, and for confidence, for safety. And they said, oh, we can get the streetlights working. Now let's do the next thing. So there's always many things, but what you need to do is instill a sense of confidence, particularly in a crisis, that we can actually achieve things together, and it builds on itself, and it grows, and people then get confidence in it. It changes the mindset about what's possible. I think this idea that a recognition of what can be done better outside of government than in, that government can be a catalyst to a lot of really important things, but when you look at the challenges, sometimes government tries to take on too much and do it itself, and it's not always as efficient. So being really clear about what is the role of government and what's the role of private sector, and tapping into the energy that you're seeing at the summit of people who really want to be part of the solution, I think that's the kind of thing I saw in Detroit that you're seeing here. The energy and the focus and the determination to really create a new future for this island. Awesome.